All right. Finally. Happy Friday, everybody. I was going to make a post and have it scheduled for earlier this morning that we were going to go live on time today, but then I thought that would just be a rude April Fool's joke. So here we are, 18 minutes after the hour. Facebook finally blesses us with allowing us to be on live. Thank you for Judy. Good morning. Thank you for jumping on up early. Um, so yeah, happy Friday. It's April Fool's. We've got a lot to cover. I'm gonna take a minute here, like I usually do every week. See how many people jump on. If anybody else jumps on, um, kind of a lot to talk about. A lot of shows this week. Lots and lots of good shows this week. How was everybody's week? We're in April. It's raining. What's that saying? April showers, right? Something like that. Spring's in the air. Kinda. Uh, we'll see. Yeah, barely up. I was gotta get her moving, Judy. Get her moving. So listen. Happy Friday. If you're watching this, jump on, leave a message, say hello. Travis, good morning. Glad it is April. Yeah, me too. Better weather right around the corner. Travis, I'm looking forward to seeing you in like less than a week, man. Or in a week. Next week. Travis and I will be together out in Tennessee. Um, Operation Giving Back and Operation TP Pyramid. And Travis is going to be doing his Oscar Mike radio show out there and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that stuff. I'll talk about that stuff here in a minute. But yeah, if you're on, jump on, say hello. Kind of want to start the show off a little bit different this week. Some things have kind of transpired this week recently, and I'm just gonna put it out there. Doing what's right, and doing what's right isn't always the easiest. It's not always easy to do what's right. We think it is, but it's not. Um, and what does that even mean? Doing what's right. What does that mean to you? When I say do what's right, even if it's not easy, what does that mean to you guys? The other thing I want to kind of bring up is being supportive without um, being supportive to people without putting your beliefs on the shelf. Do you know what I mean? So you can be supportive to people without jeopardizing what your own beliefs are. And I'm kind of leave it at that. I know it's kind of open ended, but I'm curious to see how you guys look at what it means by doing what's right. And then how are you guys supportive? Are you supportive of people like, hey, I support my friend doing X, um, but I won't do it publicly? Or I don't necessarily support what this person is doing, but I love the person and will be there, for them, but they have to kind of do their own thing. So what does that mean? What does it mean to be supportive without having to put aside your beliefs? Um, I don't have an answer. I do what I feel, what my gut tells me to do, because I feel like in my gut, that's God talking to me. Some of you that have known me for a long time know that I believe in God, and for me, that just it works. It works for me. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. I don't judge you on it, but it works for me. I'm going off of what I believe and what works for me. And when I get that punch in the gut, it's I've learned now that I've gotten more seasoned that that's God, talking to me, telling me, hey, you need to pay attention to this, or you need to look at this, or hey, you need to not do this, and whatnot. So do what's right and be supportive to people without putting your own beliefs and stuff aside. It's not easy. Life isn't easy. We make it life is what we make it, right? Judy, good question. I'm a fully supportive always. I'm a cheerleader. Now, see, I want to be a smartass. Like Judy's a cheerleader. Judy, like, are you really a cheerleader, or yeah? No, Judy, you are a cheerleader, and I think what Judy means by that is she's always helping people, cheering them on, getting to them to where they want to go. So that's good. Christina, good morning. Always good to see a message from you every week. Thank you. How are you guys doing? I got to shoot you a text this afternoon too. So yeah, that's how I wanted to start the show off this morning, is doing what's right. And it's not always the easiest thing to do, and it might not be the popular thing to do, but doing what's right. And then being supportive to other people without putting your personal beliefs aside. There's ways of doing it. There is. All right, moving on. And again, those of you that are on now, there's a couple of you on right now. Those of you that watch this, a lot of you will come on later on and watch this throughout the weekend and whatnot. Leave a message and leave a comment and let me know what you guys think of it. Final Four weekend this weekend, New Orleans. We're going to be down there, hopefully, and covering that. Final Four weekend, we have North Carolina, Duke, Kansas, and Villanova. So who are your picks for you college basketball fanatics out there? We're excited that we've got to cover a lot of games in the NCAA this weekend, and we're really looking forward to doing it again next year. So I love this time of year. You know, March Madness, or the end of March Madness, going into the Final Four and championship weekend. So who do you got? Leave a comment below. Who's taking the title this year for the men's Final Four? And then for you, those that followed the ladies, who's going to take the title for the women's NC Final Four this year? Wesley Young, nice boy. Hey, brother. Hey, let's catch up soon, Mr. Young. I appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you. It's and I know somebody's going to come on here and leave a comment. It's April, and we got to do something for Easter, because it is, you know, it's the Easter season. So let me just put this out there. Your man's been slacking a little bit this week. And slacking, not so much as slacking, because there's been a lot going on. I'll get into that here in a little bit. But I forgot to order a new bow tie for Easter. So I'll be doing that this weekend so I can make sure that I have it for next week's show and for the month of April, because I know somebody's going to call me out on it here eventually. So we'll just address that. All right, let's see here. We talked about do what's right. We talked about being supportive. Final Four, who are your picks? Next week, we're going to be on the road. All of this here, you're not going to see this. The next couple of weeks, we are on the road. Let's do a meet and greet next Thursday, April 7th. Down in Woodbury, Tennessee at Short Mountain Distillery. Come on out. Say hello. You get to meet yours truly. I know I'm probably on the high list for all of you right now. So if you're in the Tennessee area, come on down to Short Mountain Distillery. I'll be out there April 7th all day. Come on out. Say hello. We'll grab some lunch. Take the tour. We'll show you around. It's a great place to be. It's absolutely beautiful out there. So looking forward to that. Then on April 8th and 9th, we're going to be in Memphis, Tennessee for the Tennessee VFW Foundation for Operation Giving Back and Operation TP Pyramid. We're going to leave some links below like we do every week. They're collecting donations. You can actually be a part of this. If you want to send some toilet paper to this, there's great causes for it, and I'll leave the links below. But that is April 8th and April 9th. We're going to be out there. And one of the nights, as I mentioned earlier, Travis was in the comments here earlier. He does Oscar Mike Radio, and I believe he will be going live that night. We'll be going live on this channel. He'll be going live on his channel, doing a show there, doing some interviews and stuff. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be going to be great. We're looking forward to that. And there's going to be a lot of singers. There's a band playing, I believe. And it's going to be great. There's Travis. It's going to be a great day. I still can't believe that. I know, right? Toilet paper is definitely a luxury. Shad, good morning to you, brother. Appreciate you jumping on. It's crazy. I was going to just bring a bunch of toilet paper out, and then I realized it's so much easier just to order it and have it delivered. So it made no sense. So that's what I ended up doing. Yeah, it's crazy though. It's going to be a great time. We're looking forward to it. And I tell you what, you guys better stay tuned next week because I'll be doing some pictures and doing a live. Travis will be doing stuff on Oscar Mike Radio as well. There's going to be a ton of stuff going on. You're not going to want to miss it. If you can't be there with us, then you can be there on your computer screen, TV, however you watch this, on your phone, whatever, tablet. So that's April 8th and 9th next week. And then April 15th, Tampa, Florida. We're going to be down there with the Tampa Bay Veterans Closet. We're suiting up as of right now. I just got word this morning. We have 15 service members that are transitioning out of the military, and we are working with our friends from Team Auto and from JB Auto Clothiers. So if you're in the area, down in the Tampa area, and you're getting ready to transition out, or you've been out for a year, there's some certain criteria that you have to meet. Shoot them an email, and we'll get you suited. So come on down; it'll be great. Or if you're interested in having being suited in your area, we can also set something up for that at a later date. But that's April 15th, Tampa, Florida, with the Tampa Bay Veterans Closet. And then from there, April 29th through May 1st. And Travis, if you're on, this is what I was telling you about. The first annual barbecue competition in Jamestown, Rhode Island, put on from Hogs for Heroes. If you go to hogsforheroes.com, I'll post a flyer after the show here in a little bit. It's going to be a weekend full of fun and lots of food, and stuff's going for a good cause. So come on out if you're in the Rhode Island area, April 29th through May 1st. Come out and say hello, and let's eat some barbecue together. Let me see here. New show announcement, April 6th. We have a new show coming on to the Heroes Media Group, and that is the Live Free series. The first episode on the platform for HMG will come out April 6th. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, Travis, I'm going to be up there. I'm driving up there. If you're talking about the Jamestown, Rhode Island thing, I'm driving up for that for the whole weekend. So you got to come down for that. It'll be awesome. Same with next week, too. I'm telling you guys, the next couple of weeks are going to be just absolutely fantastic. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, new shows. We got new shows coming. Let me see here. The License for Love with Cowboy Jax and Lauren Harris. They are recording, and that stuff should come out later this month, hopefully. So we're looking forward to that. We've been talking about that for a little bit. And then this new one, the Live Free series. This is going to be great. Our buddy Jay. April 6th will be the first episode that you will be able to see and hear right here on HMG. So check it out. All right, let's get into these shows. What you missed this week. Hey, look at this. Oscar Mike Radio, first up in the queue. Fancy that. Charisse, an Army veteran, has started and continues to successfully run 3 companies. Her business's focusing is around developing leadership and helping her clients remove barriers that prevent them from attaining success and in life and in their businesses. So go check that out. You can actually, if you go over to Oscar Mike Radio's Facebook page, 1, make sure you follow, and 2, you can watch the video from there as well. If you're driving or whatnot, don't watch the video, but you can listen to the audio, or you can click on the link that we'll leave here after the show and listen to the audio as well. So that's this week's Oscar Mike Radio. Check it out. Next up, we got the Arms Room Show. Arms Room Show every Monday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. They drop a new episode out. This week, they had Benji, who's from Independence Training, and now also as Green Feet Medical, discussing all silly medical myths that are out there. Listen, I say this about this show all the time. I love these guys. They are one of the OG shows on Heroes Media Group, and they always put a fun twist and an educational twist to their shows. This was a really cool show, so check that out. That's this week's The Arm Room Show, talking everything about silly medical myths that are out there. Give me just a hot second here. All right, and that's water this morning, laying off the coffee a little bit. I'm going to give you a sneak peek about this next show. It's not ready yet, but it's going to be coming out this weekend. This episode from the Decision Hour with yours truly. I'm talking with my buddy TK this week. Tim Klund, who is an absolute phenom. He is awesome. He's got several business. He's a serial entrepreneur. And all around just a great guy. He's also an author. He's an Air Force veteran. He wrote a book called Stop Whining, Start Winning. And this is actually the version 2 of this. This is actually a workbook, and I'll put the link up later. This here is a must-have, and this is for any age group. It's very easy to read. I'm going through it for the second time, and it's awesome. So that's my little teaser for stay on the lookout for that episode this weekend. All right, Veterans Unite. Make sure you hit up Chad. Chad has got some episodes coming out. Let me see here. Next up, we also have Not Your Average Operator. Big announcement here, folks. I mentioned it last week that Not Your Average Operator was kind of coming to an end with this show. And we have reached the final destination with Not Your Average Operator. Episode 90. This is the final episode for Not Your Average Operator. And it's called Pushing Back Chaos. Pushing Back Chaos. They go over the last 90 weeks. They've done 90 weeks straight of this podcast. And they're moving on to bigger and better things. And what they are doing is they have a new show that's going to be launching right here on Heroes Media Group sometime around June 1st called Pushing Back Chaos with Melon, Mike, and Raph. So this episode is kind of their farewell episode, if you will. They go over some more episodes that they've gone over for the last 90 weeks, and then they kind of give you a sneak peek of what their new show is going to be all about. And with that being said, I want to take a moment, because I know he's not going to watch this, but some of the guys will, Melon and Mike will. We got to wish our old buddy Raph happy birthday. It is Raph's birthday today, so if you're watching this or whatnot, leave a comment below and just say happy birthday, Raph, from Not Your Average Operator. Hope you have a good one, brother. Chris, good morning, and thank you. I do try. Always love seeing comments from you, brother. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, so listen, Raph's birthday is today. Wish him a happy birthday, everybody. All right, moving on. We got the Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal Shay Sparks. Here it is. Have you ever lost touch with some people and wondered what they are up to these days? Looking back to season 1, this podcast for the Vintage series, we're taking it back. She looks at this guest, and the guest today is Scott Perry. Shares his journey of jogging in cemeteries and how his business expanded from teaching future rock stars to business coaching with Seth Gordon's workshops. This is quite a journey. These are quite a few good episodes. I love the fact that Shay is taking some like season 1. We went back and we're remastering season 1, and she's redropping these shows because these are some really good shows. I like them. So check it out. That's the Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal Shay Sparks. Check it out. Next up, this has been a rising show on the network. Environmentally Speaking. Environmentally Speaking is with host, and she's an attorney up in Rhode Island, Marissa Desautels. Great lady. This week's topic is the Federal Endangered Species Act. And it's like one of those where, like, environmentally speaking, this is going to be one of those shows. This has been one of those podcasts where you get hooked on it, listening to it, and you're like, oh, that's actually really interesting. And then you look at where you're at. Now, granted, this show is based in Rhode Island, but the things that you learn from this particular show, you can incorporate that in and around your area as well. So with that being said, this week's topic, like I said, the Federal Endangered Species Act. What is it, right? She goes into what it really is. They talk about how this act works and what it protects. And if you've ever been like on a beach or, I don't know, somewhere like out in the dunes or whatnot, and there's like a particular, I don't know, sign or infrastructure that states humans cannot go into a particular area. That's because that area is trying to protect something called a critical habitat for a particular species. And they get into more detail what that actually means and which organizations play a role into what species fall under whose jurisdictions. And whatnot. So you have like state, federal, and different jurisdictions there, and then different organizations within the state and federal that have to man those areas and those particular species. Again, it's like one of those shows you're just like, oh, and then you start listening to it and you're like, that's really kind of cool to know, and now it kind of keeps you aware. And as an outdoor guy myself, I'm a hunter, I like to fish, conservation, stuff like that. All of this stuff kind of ties in. And I'll tell you the one episode that I really liked about this podcast, Environmentally Speaking. She goes in, this was probably 3 or 4 episodes ago, so I'd say it was around episode 23, 24 maybe. She does one that says, just because it says it's environmentally friendly doesn't mean that it's not. You got to check it out. It's that one was amazing. So check this show out, Environmentally Speaking. This has been an up and growing show, and they put out some really good content and stuff that you can use in and around your local areas. All right, moving on. Next up, we got Time to Shine today with our buddy Fergie. Scott Ferguson, eliminate your joy-stealing dragons. Linda Shively is an award-winning speaker presenting from Walmart all the way to Carnegie Hall. Linda has studied brain and mind function for over 30 years. After leaving her abusive marriage and 2 weeks later having her daughter die, she reinvented who she is now, and now she helps others do the same. This is one of those mind-blowing episodes, listening to what somebody's gone through and how they've completely turned their life around. So check that out. That's this week's Time to Shine today. Next up, we got Label Free Podcast. Amy Nortress is a survivor of both childhood sexual abuse and sexual abuse as an adult at the hands of a mental health professional. She is a passionate Christ follower and an expert on the healing that God provides. Her memoir, Preyed Upon, Breaking Free from Therapist Abuse, won a first place Inspire Christian Writers Great Openings Contest for nonfiction. An amazing, amazing story of something that a person has gone through and just completely overcome. So check that out. That's this week's Label Free Podcast. Next up, we have the MSEC podcast from our friends over at Military Child Education Coalition. This week, it's all about, it's time to shine. Time to shine. It's their Purple Up series. Kicks off with an overview of events in April celebrating the month of a military child. That's right, folks. It's April, right? And April is the month of the military child. So you're going to see some posts about that coming up this month as well. So make sure you check that out. That's this week's the MSEC podcast. S3 show, JD will be up talking all things related to sports. Ubaldi reports, you can check them out. Go to their Facebook page. They do a couple of live feeds each week talking about politics, both ends. Very entertaining. Short shows, usually 12 to 15, sometimes 20 minutes. You got to check it out. Great shows there. And then, of course, every Sunday night, we got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. You can check them out at the People's Patriot Project Facebook page is where they do their live. They put on a good show. Duncan, good morning to you, brother. Appreciate you jumping on. Let me see here. What else? That's it for the shows. So like I said, listen, we're on the road next week. Next week's show, we will be in Memphis, Tennessee. So next week, we are in Memphis, Tennessee. We'll be doing the live there or driving there or pulled off to the side of the road somewhere. I don't know. I'll be in Tennessee somewhere doing the show next week. Following week, we'll be in Florida. So, yeah, we're going on tour. Stay with me, folks. Absolutely love it. Oh, and there she is, Shay. Oh, can't believe it. Yeah, Travis, listen, it's going to be the next couple of weeks, folks. You are definitely not going to want to miss the next couple of weeks shows. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Again, reminder, if you're in Tennessee next week, I'm doing a meet and greet, Short Mountain Distillery, next Thursday from about 10 to whenever, 10 to 2, 10 to 3 maybe. Come on out. Friday, Saturday next week, Travis and I will be in Memphis, Tennessee. Let me tell you something. I got a feeling that once me and Travis have been in Memphis won't be the same when we leave. That's all I got to say about that. It's going to be a great time next weekend. Special shout out to our sponsors, Simper Savage, best salad dressing and marinades on the planet. Go check them out. Get you some. HMG Beverage, our sister company. Our gin is hitting hard right now. Absolutely loving what's going on with HMG Beverage. And we're bringing the coffee back. I could tell you more about that next week. We should see what happens there. It's tax season. Hey, April 15th, taxes are due. If you need help with your taxes this year, go check out My Tax Fella. All right, My Tax Fella. I'll leave it in the link below. Anthony and his entire staff over there, I've been working with him for the last decade. Phenomenal people. They take care of us very well. I recommend that you do the same. Short Mountain Distillery, another great partnership with them. So go check them out. Like I said, if you're in Tennessee, go down to Short Mountain. They're in Woodbury, Tennessee, about 20 minutes southeast of Murfreesboro. So go check that stuff out. That's it, folks. Listen, I got to run. I got to go. All the time that I got today. I promise I'll figure out the tie thing. So next week, Travis, hold me to it next week. Travis, you're on here. I'll hold me to it next week. Make sure I got a different bow tie on. But that's it. Let's have a great weekend. Be positive. Put a smile on your face. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you guys next week.